All right, and let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome to the channel, where today we're going to be checking out a demo that was released a little bit earlier in the week. This is Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Now, this is a game that I've had my eyes on for quite some time, wanting to know more information about what it is, mostly because I'm really kind of drawn in by, number one, like the time period in which this game takes place, as well as basically the mechanics for the game. So we're going to take a look at this game. If you like what you see, you want to see more of Into the Darkest Days, or Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, and more games like it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what you think of the game. We are going to go ahead and skip the little cutscene here, but we are going to start a new game. Let me go ahead and skip the cutscene here. You can watch the cutscene pretty much anywhere. I think you can even watch this on the Steam page if you want. But essentially what this game is it's a survival crafting game, and I've heard a lot of people like relate this to another side-scroller type game, but one admit that, and I can't remember the name of this, so I'm not even going to try to rely on that one because I never played that particular game. But what this one reminds me of, especially off the boot right here, checking out the screen, is it kind of reminds me of like State of Decay. If State of Decay was a side-scroller type game, minus the car traveling, you actually kind of fast travel in between locations, and we'll see more of that here in a minute. So as soon as you start the game up, after you watch the cutscene, plays out, you get to pick an option of 2 survivors, essentially. Each one of them has 2 pros and 1 con that they come with. So in the case of Sebastian and Diane, we see they have, Sebastian has gunsmith and marksman, so he does more damage with guns and can do gun repairs better, but he has lower morale restoration. And Diane, she doesn't get tired as fast, as she's an optimist, but she's terrible at crafting stuff, or barricades, repairing them at least. We also have Daryl and Leo. You can pause if you want to see their talents. You also have Hector and Kayla, and here is the things they are known for. And then the last but not least, we have Daphne and Penny, who are the last ones available for playing. Now, I don't know if they're going to add more in the future. They might not. This is an alpha state. That's also key to keep in mind. So know that all this stuff is subject to change at a later point. But for the time being, the ones I'm using so far, because I've attempted to actually record this video twice. Well, once really. Play through the game the first time just to get in my bearings for it. But there were some stuttering issues on my last recording, so I'm doing this over again. But that is to say that I have actually enjoyed this game enough to play it over again. And I haven't actually reached the end of the demo. So we're going to go with Daryl and Leo. Daryl is our guy over here on the left. He's got iron stomach, which means he doesn't get an upset tummy when he eats raw foods. Cool skill to have. I guess old age comes with the ability to eat whatever the hell you want, which is the opposite of what I've heard. And right now, I can like eat an apple, and I'm like, ugh, tummy pains. Whittler, melee weapons are cheaper to craft. Bad cook, he can only cook slop, so he's a terrible cook. Don't let him cook ever. And Leo, he takes less damage in combat, he does more damage with melee weapons, and he loses hunger for each phase, or loses more hunger than everybody else. So we're going to go ahead and go with them, and we'll start the game off. I really love this splash art, and it's going to show us a whole bunch of tutorials here, but I'm not going to worry about that. So essentially you have use of Daryl and Leo. You can swap between them with the key number press up there. But there's not a lot in this first base we're in. We really have a couple of options here. The first option is we can have someone repair this wall, which what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to swap over to Daryl over here and make him our guy who's repairing the wall. So we'll add this to queue, you see down here, and it's going to take a certain amount of time of our day. Now, if I were to confirm action by holding down the right button or the R button, it'll actually pass its time until he's done repairing the wall, or we can do other things. But just to get a small idea of what our little starter place here, you just press W on the keyboard like up, and then you can actually use those stairs. But there's no like going back and forth on the plane. You're literally going left and right. There's some contextuals where you can hide behind cover and stuff, but you're really just more or less worrying about the foreground. You have a bed here. It is a 2-slaughter, so if we want, we can have Leo and Daryl buddy up and a spoon to go to bed to get some rest. But we're not going to do that. We're actually going to run downstairs. That's all the room that we have to see. We see that our door is barricaded to the left and the right of our house. And if we actually go here, we can see the zombies on the other side trying to get in. But we're going to take a look at the map. If we click on the map right here, it'll show us an overview of our radius of how far we can travel away from our place. We'll click over here. We have 38 Irving Drive. It tells you a little bit about it. As far as we can tell, it's low zombie density, and we're just going there to scavenge. So I'm going to go ahead and take this lockpick over here, and we're going to hit R to go scavenge. Now that we've done that, we'll hold down R to confirm action. And while Daryl over there repairs the wall and gives it some more durability, Leo will be over here at 38 Irving Drive. So we're going to go ahead and wander over here. I love the background. It is set in the 1980s, I believe in Texas somewhere. I don't know where in Texas, but I really like the vibe and the look of the game. But just like State of Decay, you're going to be looking for tools and supplies at any avenue that you can. You want to kind of go into all these houses and check them all out as far as you can. So one of the cool new mechanics, or the cool mechanics for this game right here, is you'll see, we can see the room over to the right. Like, you know, a very vague outline what the room is like. But we don't know if there's any enemies in there or not. If we go over to this door, we can peek through the keyhole. And we're not able to, you know, look up and down or whatever, but we have an idea of what's in this room. It doesn't look like there's anything there. We'll hold down the confirm key and we'll open up the door. I'm already sneaking, so I don't need to worry about that. But now we can peek through this door, and we see, in fact, there is a zombie here, but it looks like to be trained on that wall, so we're not too concerned with it. As long as we're in a crouch state, we're not going to be bothered. None. We'll look through this door. Nothing here. I'm going to shut the door behind me, just because I feel better about that. And we're in the kitchen. The first part of this demo is more or less the same. All the items you pick up are the same, so I'm already kind of familiar with this sort of game, or this portion right here. It's later on that I'm not so familiar with, and we'll see where we're at there. We're going to climb up this ladder, and we'll see a telescope here, and this will allow us to get vantage points that we can then use to scavenge even further away from our base. But we can't scavenge them from that base, and that's a core mechanic as well, and we'll check that out in a little bit. Okay, and take the scissors. Scissors will be the weapon that we have in play, just like State of Decay. All these weapons that you'll find do have durability, so over time they will break, so you got to keep that in mind to make sure to keep a backup weapon with you if you can. We're going to sneak up behind this guy right here, and we're just going to give him a old back massage. He's just sleeping from the really cool back massage we just gave him. We're going to go ahead and lockpick this shed over here. Search inside, we found ourselves a new handy hatchet, some 2x4s, and some metal. I believe that's metal. Yeah, it is metal. We're going to transfer all of that. And from what I could tell, it seems like the weapons have like a random amount of durability, because the first time, these scissors could stab up to like 8 or 9 fools, whereas in my previous save that I didn't get to record, they broke after like 2 stabs. So, you know, it is what it is. We've made it all the way back to base. They have made it through 1 barricade board. However, we still have 4 barricade slots, so we're still good there. Leo is a little sleepy. How about Daryl? Daryl is fairly healthy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Leo upstairs. I'm going to put him to Betty Buys. And then we're going to hop over to Daryl, and we're going to go out in the night, because that's the best time to literally do anything, I guess. We are going to feed him some raw meat, because he can, in fact, eat raw meat. It is also important to note that there is a sleep meter, and I'm assuming this is like kind of like a sanity meter. So you got to keep an eye on that. I'm assuming rest really kind of recovers this. It's also important to note that if they are hungry, you can only feed them or let them rest while they are at their base. You cannot like freely do that out and about in the field. So one of those places that we got from our vantage point when we looked through the telescope at 38 Irving Drive was the Value Record Store. This is the furthest point we can go. And if we look at it, we can also see there are all sorts of things here, because it is a potential shelter. It's got low zombie density, but it also has the ability to build a workbench, a barricade, and shelter beds. So we're going to go ahead and travel over there. There's also a 1 slaughter shelter bed. So as opposed to the bed here that we have, I think you can only put 1 person in there. I know it doesn't say this one's a 2 slaughter, but from my from checking out the bed, I am fairly confident that it is just a 1 person. So we're gonna go ahead and travel while Leo is sleeping, and we'll go see if we can go ahead and scavenge some resources in the night. Cool feature also. At any time something is dark, you can actually right-click your mouse and get a flashlight on some stuff. It is also important to note that there's probably controller support here. I wouldn't know. Is there? There is controller support if you so choose to use it. But I have been using mouse and keyboard because it works. Sneak up on this zombie right here. Give him a good old neck massage. He is passed out. Alright, we got a couple of tools here. Looks like we got some fasteners and some metal. We'll head upstairs because the door over to our right is actually barred from us moving. There's a chair on the other side of it. I just happen to know that because I've done this enough times. We're going to sneak up on this fool over here. Give him the good old neck massage. There we go. And our weapon's destroyed. Hopefully we don't have to... Oh, we can punch. Oh, no. There is another enemy here that we have to fight, and I'm going to have to use my fisticuffs to fight him. So we're going to go through this tour, because I don't think there's any more weapons here. We can't use the flashlight. Unfortunately, we can't look at the background at all. And combat in this game is a little to be desired, only because of the fact, you know, I guess because you're not like a professional fighter of any sort, there is no mechanic to allow you to dodge. So we're gonna like punch the enemy a couple times, back out as quickly as we can, and then get back in his face and punch him a couple times because we are probably going to trade blows here. I don't know if there is a way to fight this guy. Oh. So we can push him off. Ow. That is a very low range. We're going to push him off a little bit more. We're going to push him against this door. And we're stepping on his head. Okay. That's a lot rougher than just having a weapon to swing at him. But good for us. We can still recover. Oh, man, there's a frying pan in this room, too. We could have used that. I am going to actually drop off this piece of metal here. And we're going to take the sugar. And if I could totally, if I could take those coffee beans, I would. I think there's even some stuff over here I might have to swap out as well. There's a book bag right here. Some more fasteners. We don't need a box. We already got a box, and we'll move over here. No zombie in here I know of. We can open this chair up, and that opens a little shortcut, so now we can go into this first room when we first came in. But we're going to leave out to the east because we are going to head back to base. We have a handy-dandy frying pan as our weapon. Now that we're back at our base, we can see that our durability is still actually pretty good. But it doesn't matter because what we're going to do is we're going to look at our map here. And now that we've cleared out this base... cleared and ready says up here at potential shelter. We can then hit move to shelter. Survivors assigned to the station or map locations will be unassigned. Any crafting and process will be canceled or reimbursed, which is nice that there is like a reimbursement mechanic. But we've officially moved to our other shelter over here. Sorry about that. My wife was coming to check on my dog. So here we have basically our stuff telling us about our workbench over here. We're going to go ahead and use the workbench, and we'll do some crafting. Actually, you know what? He is actually very hungry. Let's go ahead and feed him some carrots. And then we'll have him craft. I say we probably need to build ourselves a... I say we probably need to build a lockpick. We'll do a workbench level 1. And we're short on metal, but that's okay. We'll get to that one later. And then while we're doing that, we'll have Daryl over here sleep in the bed to pass some time. And then we're just going to go ahead and pass the night. So now we have a workbench, as well as a whatchamacallit, a lockpick that we can use for later. Let's see, how's he doing? Oh, he's doing great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually check out our weapons workbench. Where is that at? I haven't actually built this before, so this will be new to me. It's over here. And it looks like we have the ability to make a makeshift hammer as well as a makeshift knife. The hammer has more durability. The makeshift knife, not so much. So we're going to hold off on those, though, because we still do have a hatchet at our disposal, as well as a, whatchamacallit, a frying pan. What is this right here? Anything? Oh, that's where we make our barricade stuff at. We still got plenty of wood there, so I'm not going to really press on that one. We're going to go ahead and pick Griffith and Son Hardware. The other place we can go is the Harshaw Presbyterian. But then we're going to check that out after that. I'm mostly picking this one because this is where I stopped trying to record last time, mostly because frame rate issues started to be a little bit more abundant. I am going to go ahead and... Do I want... You know what? I'll take the frying pan. I'm also going to take the lockpick, and we're going to go scavenge. And we're just going to leave Daryl B here at the base. So one of the coolest features that I know about this game as we get over here to Griffith and Sons is that if you find like a fallen over telephone post like this, or if you keep an eye out for things that are leaning, or maybe a ladder it's turned to the side it's harder to see, you can actually use them as scaffolding to get up to where you want to be. We're going to get in sneak mode. We're going to come here, and this is what I'm telling you about. You can't really go to the background. You're mostly in the foreground, but there are contextual times where you can hide behind cover. That's pretty cool. It's also important to note that if zombies aren't in your foreground area, and they're in the background, they will not see you as long as you are sneaking. So, this guy over here just giving himself his own shoulder massage. He's just not going to pay me any mind at all. Same thing with over here. We're going to look at this door. We see that there are 3 zombie people over here. And as long as I stay in a crouched state, they should not see me. They seem more like guys paying attention to the light, kind of like a fly would. I'm going to go ahead and shut this door behind me. And this right here says that we found a lead. Remain calm. There's a checklist pinned to a notice board on the floor. It says, before you leave, pack clothes, bring evac papers, bolt all doors, take inventory to the storage unit, and we can go ahead and continue. So we got a lead about somewhere. That's cool. We can go ahead and jump out this window. And I'm actually going to take out the frying pan, because it's got less durability, and I would like to use that first. Oh, yeah. I feel like that created a lot of noise. I feel like that made like the Taco Bell noise, if I'm not going to lie. Like that last one. And here's an instance of a ladder that's kind of turned to the side. A little harder to see. And if we actually go over here, we'll find ourselves next to a new vantage point. Pick out some future locations. That's pretty cool. So go ahead and do that. As from here, we get the Walton Taxi Station, the 9th Precinct Station, and the Galaxy Zone Arcade. And I haven't made it farther than this, but I am actually kind of tempted to want to go to the police station, because I am curious to wonder if there are firearms this early in the game. I really love the background. I love the story that that background tells. I hope that at some point in time you can see like zombies moving along the background in places like this. Like across like the rooftops and stuff like that. We're going to jump over this. And then we're going to head downstairs and check out the rest of this building. Be confident there's a zombie right... Yeah, there is. Okay, cool. And we're going to give him the Taco Bell sound. So that weapon is destroyed. Oh, shit. I didn't actually know that they could hear the noise like that. Can they get up ladders? That's interesting to know. Where is it going, I wonder? So, I've never actually used the frying pan before, so that's good to know that they actually causes a sound there. That guy's a fool. I guess I'll go ahead and try going over here. And we'll go ahead and end them right here. Well, that's interesting to know. I guess the noise sound is a little bit more relevant than I thought it was. I was thinking maybe since the door was shut, it wouldn't give off so much noise. That's okay. We'll go out the right here, because we are in like this medical area over here. And I don't think there are any zombies, as I can tell. I can see one in the background, but I don't think it's going to really bother us too much. You can even move out this door if you wanted to. If you didn't see that telephone pole knocked over, you can leave out this door. So we'll head this way. And from here, we can go into the room that zombie that hurt us bolted through. And there should be 2 scavenging points that we can find. We did find a weapon. I am going to take that weapon. Let's go ahead and... Oh god, what do I want to lose? We got firearm parts. We got fabric. We got enough water. I'm not really concerned with the water. Let's move the fabric. And I want to take the bat, honestly. I'm also not going to worry about anything else. And there should be one more thing over here. There's nothing in there. That's fine. We could probably go through that. Could we go through that roll-up door if we wanted to? We could go through that roll-up door, but we're not going to. If only because Future Sight Me already knows that there's a zombie on the other side of that door. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to get the drop on the zombie who's literally over there. It's a pretty cool feature, actually, I think. I'm pretty sure this is exactly how it was intended. But there is a ladder that we can go down over here, and we can just drop it directly down on said zombie. Still there. Drop ladder. Boom. Ladder through head. Alright, so we're almost done with where we're at. Here's what we brought our lockpick for. And looks like we found more than a couple of things here. I think we probably transfer this wood out and we... Oh. We'll take these wires here, this electrical. And then also we can head left to go out. But as you can see, there's like a room shown up there. We can climb this pipe. And this is where you really have to pay attention to your surroundings. Get in here and we can go ahead and get a lead. Number 1. Strange markings. The cramped room is filled with boxes of imitation luxury items. It would have been difficult to pass these off as genuine, even to an untrained eye. A map on the wall shows a labyrinthine sewer system beneath Walton. Alright. So we're also going to go over here because I believe there's also a box to be checked. Looks like we have a dollar bundle. As well as some firearm parts. We could take all of those. Do we want to maybe trade off something? I think maybe the expensive watch is worth, taking. Maybe, right? Maybe. Maybe. I am going to drop the fasteners. Because I don't really want to get rid of my food, which is the other option to get rid of. And I want to keep the firearm parts. And I'm going to go ahead and vault out the window and head out to the left. And this will allow us to go back to our shelter. So now that we've done that, we can have the option to go into the Presbyterian shelter. Or the Presbyterian church. Remain calm, lead discover. While out scavenging, we found some evidence of a coordinated civilian evacuation across several city districts. We should have a look around town and see if we can find more information. Remain calm, unlocked in the plans menu. We also have the strange markings. And our barricade is taking a hit. So we're actually going to look at the plans. It actually tells us how far we are on these specific quests, so these plans are more like quests. From here, we can see where else we can go. Looks like we have access to the Galaxy Zone Arcade, the Griffin & Sons Hardware, the Walton Taxi Depot, or even the Presbyterian Church. But if we clear out the the Zone Arcade over here, it gets us closer to the police station. And then we also have the ability to craft a water collector, which honestly kind of seems like a win-win, right? Why is this marker over here? I don't know what the green potential shelter. Okay, so it does mark them. What could be seen as a potential shelter. So now that we've also got a whole bunch of supplies, I'm gonna go ahead and feed Daryl here, and then I'm gonna have him probably just work on this barricade, right? And then we'll have Leo over here, probably gonna feed and get him some sleep. And then when it becomes daytime, we'll have Daryl go to bed while we go out scavenging. Looks like we can have another lockpick made. Let's go ahead and pass this time. Wait, yeah, I guess we passed the time. Alright, so they took out one of the barricades. That's fine. Get him some veggies. And let's get him to bed. How is Daryl looking on? No, Daryl's good. Okay. Well, while they're attacking that, we're gonna check out the arcade here. And we're gonna prepare. Let's go ahead and take the scavenging tool as well as the hatchet. Should be good, hopefully. And let's go scavenge. And this seems to be like the basic gist of the game, and what you do on a moment-to-moment basis. I assume that zombies become a more active threat as we go, or we'll have to fight more often, or choose to pick and run on what items we want to grab. So just going to keep an eye out for that. It looks like we do need to get electrical power to the arcade. I see a backpack in there. I also see a zombie laying on the ground. Well, no choice but to take this ladder up to the second floor. Do want to be very careful around here. Oh yeah, there's definitely a zombie on the other side of the door. We gotta be careful. As soon as we got this, we'll wait for him to path back. It looks like there's a zombie literally on the other side of the door, so we do gotta be careful right there as well. Hopefully he does come back. Okay, there he is. I don't know if they can see in the dark, so that's important to know as well. But let's take out this guy a little bit further away from this other guy. Oh no, they heard us. Oh, crap. Does that break the weapon? It does not. Okay, good. Oh, we did get some skizzers. I see a little hidey hole over there. Is this one path back and forth at all? It doesn't look like it's gonna path. It actually doesn't seem like a threat at all. Looks like there's a chair on the other side of this door. Does this one path? There is a barricade we have to concern ourselves with. What about if we go this way? I hear a zombie. I don't see one. Oh, there's one on the floor right there. Okay. I do love the sounds that they make. They are very unsettling in the noises they make. I don't see the one that says it's like right here. I think it's like literally right behind us maybe, but it's so hard to tell. Go ahead and hop this. Give this guy the what for. Go ahead and equip our scissors. And it looks like we got beer, a video camera, some metal. We'll take all of it. Oh, we need power. Okay, well, it looks like we're in need of power, but I don't think we had any power grids nearby, did we? Maybe we got to come over here to turn the lights on. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. We're going to take this up here. Because we killed most of these zombies, they shouldn't be any up here. Is this going to see us at all? Oh, shit. Well, that's unfortunate. We're already down on scissors. That was that zombie that was sitting right here on the floor, too. There's some restrooms over here. There's a chair on the other side of the store, though. Can we kill this one? I think we can do it easy enough. But that's going to be broke scissors for us. So you're without a weapon now, which means that things are going to get rough. We don't find a weapon soon. We still have to go upstairs, too. Lots of electronics and stuff. The power is flickering. Oh, we're gonna hide behind here. Maybe there's a weapon in that crate we just passed. You got a very shiny, smooth head. Oh, can we shut the door behind it? Oh, that's great. Oh, is there another one out there? I hear something moving. I think we should take a look-see in this box while we can. A crowbar. We don't need 2 camera recorders. We're not that fancy, not in the 80s. Alright, so time to make our way upstairs. Ooh, there's actually like a 3rd floor to this place. And we can just see out of vision the large marges here. Oh, that was a good, solid, chunky hit. And there's our water collector that we can have access to if we wanted to. Let's get rid of the beer. And take the water. I know we have plenty at the base probably, but that's probably good. Nothing in here. I wasn't aware that there were 3 floors to this place, so that's pretty cool. As far as I can tell, there's nothing in here. So there is a safe. And we can lockpick it. And from there, oh, we got bullets, some medicine, and some junk food. I'm gonna take the bullets, because bullets. Let's see. Anything else we feel like we can drop? Let's drop this piece of fabric. We're gonna take the medicine, and maybe... Can I use this? Can I use the medicine, the bandage now? It doesn't look like you can. What about the pills? Oh, that's to treat a sick state. Okay. What were the other things? Oh, the junk food. That's what I was looking at. Let's trade off the water for the junk food, honestly. We don't have any more vegetables for Leo, so that's the best we can do for him until we get the cooking pot up and running. And I guess now we'll head downstairs. You know what? I feel like we won't be able to sneak up on that person right away. Let's let her path one more time. There we go. I'm afraid this guy on the other side's gonna hear it. Did he hear it? He didn't. Oh shit. He did turn around. Oh, that was close. I almost opened that door completely. There we go. Anything in the kitchen? There's a box here knocked down. We have plenty of stuff. There's some more sugar. There's some vegetables. Oh, we got 7 pieces of wood. We'll take you know what? No, we got him some junk food. We'll take the meat. Meat. And then we'll head over to the left. And I think we're almost to the room where we can move the chair from the door. Does sound like there's one more zombie. There is his legs. And there's our workbench as well. Just wait for fine young zombie person to eat shit, and then you can scavenge the rest of the stuff. Ooh, a medical thingy. I am gonna go ahead and transfer this out, and we're gonna take that. I don't know if this stuff stays here if we complete this place. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the chair from here. And I think we're done. So I'm just going to head out of here. I'm going to head back to the... Okay, for a second, that music scared the crap out of me. I'm just going to run out of here. Oh, shit. I think I was swinging. Now, my question is, will that zombie run all the way to the stairs? I don't think so. So we're just gonna head out this way. I should have just... I don't know. I feel like that was all the zombies, so we were clear, but I guess that's not the case. So that took a lot more hits. Good thing I have medicine back at the base. And yeah, we'll head back to the shelter. All right. So we're back at the base. We got a whole bunch of stuff there. The barricade is almost broken, but the cool news is we can go ahead and click this map and then make the Galaxy Zone Arcade our new... oh, no. Go ahead and make it our new home. Oh, we can't... We didn't complete the whole place. Oh, no. Oh, well. Looks like I'll have to go back and scavenge some more. Unfortunately, I didn't clear it out enough to be shelterable just yet. That's okay. I bet I had to kill that zombie in order to make it completely, you know, livable. I guess that's my mistake for doing that. But that feels like a good stopping place of any. That just gives you an idea of what's to come whenever this game comes out. And I'm already flaking on the name. Into the Dead, The Darkest Days. I believe that's what it's called. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to check out the demo for yourself over on Steam. And that being said, if you like this sort of content, you want to see more gameplay like this here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think of the game, and until next time, you guys take care, and I'll catch you then. Later.